Differences between information security, IT security, and cybersecurity. Information security is the broadest branch. It is the one that covers the protection of physical, digital, and oral information, includes physical paper documents or digital data. It is based on the CAN triad. IT security. In this, it will focus on the protection of systems and the digital data stored in them. Works with antivirus software, firewalls, access controls. Cybersecurity. In this case, it focuses on the protection of systems and data but against threats from cyberspace such as malware, phishing, hackers, etc.
Para que quede más claro, la seguridad de la información es la encargada de proteger la información en cualquier formato, ya sea físico o digital, y cubre amenazas como lo es el robo, el espionaje y la filtración de datos. La seguridad informática o seguridad en las tecnologías de información es la que se encarga de proteger los sistemas tecnológicos. Cubre amenazas como lo son fallos de hardware y software, mientras que la ciberseguridad es la encargada de proteger ante amenazas del ciberespacio como lo son el hacking, el phishing y los malwares.
Basic security principles. Confidentiality. Its goal is to protect information so that only authorized individuals can access it. This involves keeping data safe from unauthorized access. Integrity aims to ensure that data remains accurate and complete, preventing unauthorized modifications. Integrity ensures that information hasn't been altered improperly. Availability refers to the ability of systems and information to be accessible whenever authorized users need them. Availability ensures that resources are operational at all times.
Igual conocido como la triada SID, la confidencialidad asegura que la información sea solo accesible para aquellas personas con autorización y asegurando la privacidad de ella. La integridad se encarga de que la información esté protegida siempre y que jamás ha sido modificada o alterada, que los datos son exactos, son precisos, mientras que la disponibilidad, como su nombre lo dice, se encarga de que la información siempre esté accesible en todo momento cuando se requiera por aquel personal autorizado.
Classification and types of security controls. Security controls are mechanisms designed to safeguard information systems, data, and assets against threats and vulnerabilities. They are classified based on their nature and the function they perform. We can sort them by nature of controls and functionality. Nature of controls: administrative, strategies, process, and standards that oversee security. Technical, technology solutions designed to safeguard system and data. Physical, actions to ensure the protection of the physical space. Functionality, preventive, designed to avoid security incidents from happening in the first place. Detective, used to detect and identify security events or suspicious behaviors. Corrective, aims to reduce the consequences of incidents and bring operation back to normal. Deterrent, intended to discourage potential attackers from attempting an intrusion. Compensatory, provides alternative solutions when primary controls are not possible. Recovery, focuses on restoring systems and operation following an incident. International security frameworks and standards. International security frameworks and standards provide guidelines, best practices, and requirements for managing and securing information systems. They are widely adopted by organizations globally to ensure data protection and comply with regulatory requirements. NIST, Guidelines for Cybersecurity and Risk Management, focusing on identifying, protecting, detecting, responding, and recurring. NIST provides a flexible and adaptive framework widely used in both the public and private sectors. ISO 27001, International Standard for Information Security Management Systems, focusing on protecting information through risk assessment and controls. Is applicable to all types of organization and emphasis establishing a long-term organizational culture of security. COVID framework for IT governance and management to ensure IT investments align with business goals and manage risk. COVID provides a set of best practices of managing information system and technological infrastructures. PCI DSS Standard of Protecting Payment Card Data and Preventing Fraud and Data Breaches in Credit Card Transactions. Standards applies to all companies that store, process, or transmit credit card information. GDPR European regulation for protecting personal data and ensuring privacy with penalties for non-compliance. Set strict rules for collecting, storing, and using personal data ensure that organizations handle this data responsibly. HIPAA use regulation for protecting health data, focusing on ensuring the privacy and security of patients' medical information. HIPAA set strict rules for storing, transmitting, and accessing health data, aiming to prevent identity theft and unauthoritative disclosure of medical information. These controls are a set of cybersecurity best practices designed to help organizations protect their information systems. Basic controls: hardware asset management, software asset management, continuous vulnerability management, controlled use of administrative privileges, secure configuration of hardware and software, and maintenance and analysis of audit logs. Foundational controls: email and web browser protections, malware defenses, limitation and control of network ports and services, data recovery capabilities, secure configuration of network devices, perimeter defense, data protection, control access to information, wireless access control, and account monitoring and control. Organizational controls: security awareness training and application software security. Relevant security models: Zero Trust. The Zero Trust model is based on the premise that no entity, internal or external, should be trusted and all access requests must be continuously verified. This model challenges traditional perimeter security, assuming that attackers might already be inside the network. Defense in depth is based on implementing multiple layers of security that work together to protect systems, making it harder for an attacker to compromise the entire infrastructure. Major attack is a framework that maps the tactics, techniques, and procedures used by attackers, helping organizations understand how they operate and how to defend against them. This model is used to detect, investigate, and respond to security incidents, providing threat intelligence and offering recommendations to mitigate attacks. Relationship between security and business objectives. Cybersecurity is essential for business continuity and profitability. It helps prevent data loss, operational disruptions, and reputational damage caused by cyber attacks. Implementation of security controls. This effective implementation of security controls requires a clear strategy and prioritization within the organization. The first step is to assess risks and identify the most vulnerable areas. Risk management in information security. Risk management in information security involves identifying, accessing, and mitigating risks to an organization information assets. It works alongside security controls to reduce risks to acceptable levels. Incident response and business continuity plans. Incident response and business continuity plans are crucial for organizations to manage and recover from cyber attacks or disruptions. The business continuity plan ensures critical operations continue during adverse situations, while disaster recovery plan focuses on restoring IT systems. Security challenges and trends. Cybersecurity faces various challenges, such as the emergence of new threats like more advanced ransomware, the use of artificial intelligence by bot attackers and organizations, and the need to comply with constantly changing regulations. Additionally, the shortage of skilled professionals in cybersecurity makes it harder to defend against these. Key question for reflection. To assess the security maturity within an organization, it is essential to ask strategic questions that help evaluate the effectiveness of current security measures and identify areas for improvement. Some key questions to consider include: is security risk management ongoing? Does the organization have a definite plan for incident response? Are employees consistently trained in security practices? Is there continuous monitoring of security networks and systems? And is security ingrained into organizational culture?